When you go to the Philippines, there's different forms of transportation that you can take. You can take the taxi, you can take Grab, what is like Uber, or you can take the Habal Habal, which is like a motorcycle taxi. That's one of my favorites. When I first got there, you had to flag them down on the corner of the street, or if someone was driving past, you flag them down and they stop and pick you up. As time progressed, things got more sophisticated and they created an app called Ankas. Ankas was fast and efficient and they couldn't rip you off. When I first got there, I was kind of apprehensive about riding on the back of a motorcycle, but the longer I stayed there, I found out that was one of the best ways to get around town quickly. So one day I was at the mall that was near my house, and I went on my phone and booked the Ankas, and the driver came and picked me up. So on the way there, he started asking me a bunch of questions, where I was from, why I was there in the Philippines, and so forth. Just the normal dialogue they have when you're riding with the driver. So we pull up to my place, and he says, "Sir, this is a very beautiful place you live in." So keep in mind, I live in some luxury condominiums there in that area. So he starts asking me, "Are you married, sir?" I said, "No, I'm not married." He said, "Oh, okay." He said, "I want you to meet my sister." So he pulls out his phone and shows me a nice young lady. She was very pretty. He said, "Sir, she's half Japanese." He didn't know it, but he had said the magic words, Japanese. Now, I love me some Filipino women, but at the same time, I love me some Japanese. Konnichiwa. So he takes my phone number down, and I didn't expect to hear from him again. I thought he was just, joking around. So later on that evening, I get a phone call. He said, "Sir," he said, "are you available this evening?" And so I was thinking to myself, is this a setup? So maybe they're trying to kidnap me or something. So I decided to, give it a chance. So I went over there and I met the family. We had dinner and I met the sister. She was, very pretty. So to make a long story short, the man was trying to give me his sister. I used to wonder why I would see these older men walking around with these fine girls. See, what they do is this. They end up going to the provinces and even in the city, and they'll go meet the family. And basically, they'll offer the family some type of support for the girl. The family agrees and they, get the woman. And that was my first introduction to that type of situation.